Alright, so let's continue our Crysis 2 walkthrough. Here I'm actually buying the armor enhanced module. Basically I want to get the stealth enhanced module first, but it's pretty expensive. It's 10,000 nano catalyst, and this armor enhanced is only 100 nano catalyst, so I thought I'd buy it. Basically what it does is that it lets you be in the armor mode a bit longer. So for example, if I'm jumping or sprinting, it won't affect the armor mode so much. And in the next area, if you want to make your life a bit easier, when you reach the area, there's going to be a cutscene right away, and right after the cutscene, there's this car driving down the road from right to left. And if you throw a grenade there and you time it right, you can get the car with the grenade. Basically right after the cutscene, when you hear the voice saying tactical options available, and then you throw the grenade and you can get the car. I'll show you that in a minute.
The order is to bring him down. I'll argue the civil rights detail when we've done that.
Alive is more useful.
Yeah? Useful to who? The guy just got through massacring a couple dozen of my men, Miss Strickland. I'm taking no more chances. Prophet dies. Hargreave can have his corpse to play with.
Hargreave
wants the suit. That's what he'll get.
He isn't gonna like this. And last time I checked, we both
That's
worked
where you're
for him.
wrong, Miss Strickland. You work for him. I answer to the cell executive board on the DOD. I don't give a shit what some senile old shareholder like Hargreave may or may not like.
That's majority shareholder and former president of the Crynet board. You want to be careful what enemies you make here, Lockharts.
This conversation is over.
So here, right after the voice, now throw the grenade, and you can see the car's there, and you blow up the car. And that makes this area a bit easier. If you don't blow up the car's gonna drive back there. And like I said before, these guys in the cars, they're pretty pain in the ass because they always seem to know where you are right away. And he will start to shoot you from there. So now you don't have that guy anymore on your back. And here I'm changing the shotgun for the range scar. I'm using this as my sniper rifle for now, before I get the DSG-1.
I'm picking up a lot of cell activity around here. If they find the lab, we're both screwed. You gotta speed it up, man.
Yeah, just take care of those two guys. And there's only two guys left here. And there's a helicopter also flying there and shooting here. So you might want to just cloak here.
Target sighted. Repeat, we have sight of Prophet. Shit, take him out.
So I think best thing to do is to go down here, so the helicopter won't be able to shoot you. And usually you can spot these guys from here. And now when I have this range scar, I snipe those two guys from here. That's it.
Just follow the FDR until you reach the Harbor Lights Pier.
sight. This is Drab 15 approaching grid Delta 79er.
So here are 2 cars driving there, with 3 enemies in each car.
I want eyes on every corner. Kill, gentlemen. Roger that. We're on it. Moving up.
So here's a grenade box. I think the most fun thing to do is here just throw grenades there. At least you get the guys in the car.
I hear something.
And just throw in more grenades there. Yeah, I got those 2 guys. And that's it. This area is pretty easy. You get a good cover there behind the truck, and
Drap 7, this is Azure 1. Target is moving northeast along the FDR on foot. Grid notation, Delta 79er. Can you intercept?
This is Drab 7 on the Manhattan Bridge. We're on him.
and here the scope is very useful. I'm just gonna snipe all these guys. Yeah, and also here you can see me using this tactic. Right before you fire your weapon, inactive the cloak and then make your shot, and right after the shot just make the cloak active again. And if you do this fast enough, the enemy won't notice you. Sometimes they will if they're looking right at you, but usually they don't. This tactic is very useful, especially later in the game, and I'm gonna be using that a lot, because normally if you have the cloak on and you will fire your gun, the cloak energy will go down a lot. But if you do it this way, you will keep the cloak energy high, and it's very useful. For example, in sniping, you can snipe a lot of guys without them noticing you. Yeah, and here I wasn't very careful. I was next to these barrels, and there's a good cover here. It's basically a good place to be, but you just have to be careful with those barrels. Alright, and that's the end of this area. See you in the next video.